So, very warm welcome to our press conference. Hello, welcome also to our head coach. And I would like to ask him to give us a summary and his opinion after this 4-2 victory against Portugal. Well, I think overall it was a strong performance from our side against a technically strong Portuguese team who were strong on counter, but especially after being behind, we showed a great spirit, great team spirit, and after being behind, we didn't lose the control. We were dynamic, energetic. We created a lot of opportunities and had a great pace in our game. We managed to be a threat to the Portuguese defense, and I think overall, all in all, this victory is well deserved. Anne Richter, please, from DPA, with the first question. Mr. Löw, congratulations. Could you please tell us, Joshua, Kimmich and Gosens, they were a lot more attacking. And Gosens, he was involved in all the 4 goals. Well, this was the plan we had, especially over the wings, with our wing players, to be a better threat compared to our first match. We knew that they have difficulties in their defense, Portugal, and so we played a lot higher with our wing players. We managed to get behind the defensive line with the great passes, vertical plays, and so that's why we were more of a threat. Both did a great job, Kimmich and Gosens, also preparing and assisting to goals, but also Gosens, he can also score goals. That's one of his qualities as soon as he enters the box. And so this was an important aspect to be able to put this pressure on Portuguese. Markus Mader, please. After the match, you saw the players walking over to their families and friends. What about you? With whom do you share such a victory? Do you have contacts to friends or family outside? Well, of course, I'm in contact with family and some friends. Of course, you have to limit it to the minimum due to Corona. But you do phone calls or you write messages, you receive messages, of course. I mean, tomorrow we will analyze the match, we leave the players regenerate, recover a bit, and then we have to focus on the next match. We are in this tunnel at such a tournament. You are in this tunnel. There are not any days where you slow down or shut down even. But yeah, if we look at the other match, 1-1, Hungary against France, we have to say that Hungary has reached a good quality. We won one match. It's nice. We have it in our hands. This was our target, our objective, and now we have to prove it against Hungary, and we don't have a lot of time to think about totally different things except the Euro here. Julian Wolf, please, next. What could you tell us to Thomas Müller? He fought like a lion for the team. How satisfied were you with his performance? Well, Thomas did a lot of runs, and he didn't create so many opportunities, so didn't have the chance to be clinical or to score a goal, but he opened up spaces, helped defending very well. He worked a lot for the team, pushed the team in front, up front. So it was important to press our opponents high. And I mean, we were able to stop the counters also from Portugal. And in this position of Thomas Müller, in his position, he was the responsible to then start pressing situations and stopping the attacks of our opponents. opponents. So he ran a lot today. He invested a lot today. Markus Mader, please. After the match, 1-1, Hungary against France, we have to say that Hungary has reached a good quality. We won one match. It's nice. Philipp Seeldorf, yeah. So my question, Mr. Löw, your team started like very furious way. Were you surprised, or was this planned to start like this, stormy like this? Well, the task was to present ourselves in a different way, especially in attack. And yesterday at the press conference, I said that we analyzed, we talked about it to my players, and we managed to put it on the ground, on the pitch today, to occupy the right spaces, and also when in attack, not to play the pass back or take out the pace. But yeah, of course, from the beginning on, we wanted to show them, to the Portuguese players, that we are willing to win and not want to lose, and then we are very present, very aggressive in the duels, and try to hinder them to impose their game. Oliver Hartmann, kicker, please. Mr. Löw, do you think, you have a lot of experience in a tournament, do you think that such a result and such a performance can be the starting point for a team to make it until the end? Well, I don't know. It doesn't have to do anything with maybe initiating something. Of course, this gives you satisfaction and gives you some power after such a victory. We never had any doubts after losing to the world champions. We knew, we were aware that we can do better, actually, and this was clear. And at the tournament, you know how it goes. It goes step by step. This is what you have to think about. The next step will be Hungary. Will be a hard match because Hungary defends very well. They park the bus in defense, and so we have to look at every single match like we did for the match today, actually, and then we can take the next step. There are enough strong tournaments participating at this tournament, so the teams that maybe haven't performed so well in the first or second match, those teams barely managed to win a tournament at the end. So Heiko Niederer, pre-last question. One question to Robin Gosens. How do you see him as a personality, as character? He seems to be really fresh. He talks like a real footballer. And when did you recognize that he could be a player for the national team? The first question was, what kind of character, personality is he? So as a personality, as a character, we estimate him very highly because he's very open-minded, very active in communicating. He has a good relationship to all the players. He's really clear in his head. He's very strict. He is like his play on the pitch, actually. Very strict, very direct, put everything in that you can, with a lot of commitment. That's the way he fights. These are things that are important to him. And I think overall, especially after the first matches that he played with us, he had no problems to adapt, to get integrated, and he communicates a lot with all the other players. So it was clear after the first matches that he will be with us. And with Atalanta, he has been showing great performances with the team. They play Champions League. He has scored goals for them, and we have scouted him a couple of years ago and managed to get adapt real quick and managed to integrate very well into the team. Last question, Patrick Berger, Sport 1. The mic is off. Please unmute yourself.
Du hast dein Mikro nicht an, Patrick Berger, wenn du uns hörst.
You don't have your microphone on, Patrick Berger. If you hear us, please turn it on.
Also, wir können ihn leider nicht hören.
So, unfortunately, we can't hear him.
Dann stell die letzte Frage Sebastian Wessling von Funk.
Then Sebastian Wessling with the last question then instead.
Löw, dann staube ich an dieser Stelle für den Kollegen ab.
Mr. Löw.
Mats
Hummels showed, indicated that he had to be substituted out. What's the problem? Does he have problems with his knee, or was it just precautions? Well, after the match, I haven't talked to him, to Mats, and with the doctors in the medical department. So, but during the match, we had a few players who had complained about small problems. Mats the same, Robin Gossens, doctors, and Gündogan Ilkay, muscle problems after having received a hit. So, especially with the muscle problems, we shouldn't take any risks, too many risks, too high risk. So, we thought about who we have to bring on, take off. We had other plans, different plans, but we had to react here. We had to talk to the doctors, and they said if there are muscle problems, please don't take any risks. So that's why we had to undertake those 3 substitutions. But I don't think that it's nothing dramatic with Mats Hummels. I think we will make it happen to have him play next week. So, and now star of the match.